I say, so let's just get right into it. Hey, I'm Anna. I'm clairaudient. I listen to music when I'm looking at tarot cards, and I already pulled a bunch of them. And it's going a certain direction, and I want to see where it's going to go, and I'm going to pull them here with you instead. So with that being said, I don't own the rights to any of these songs. First song up is What is Love? by Hadaway. So I don't know if some of you guys might be feeling like that, but anyway, I might review these two, the hummingbird and the eagle. If not, check last night's reading. You'll see a picture of an eagle. So I probably will not, but these are the mystical shaman cards that you guys got yesterday. So the curse, eagle, soul retrieval, beautiful way, hummingbird, and the sun, as mentioned with the other ones. Last night's reading, if you want to know more about it, check it out. But I'm going to be into the tarot tonight. 111 instant manifestations. Yes, according to the first card. And some of you guys, yeah, and I already did the ritual. If you guys are OGs and you watch, I already did it. I'm going to start trying to figure out how to cut some things out so I can just stick straight to the cards, cut my time down and yours. So first card is Seven of Pentacles. Yes, starting to make investments, or you're starting to see things moving a little bit, some kind of direction in your life. But here come the naysayers in the situation. Could be yourself in your own mind at this time as well, because there is reverse Eight of Pentacles, which means you're going through a repetition right now. So probably a cycle, or you have people around you trying to make you go through a cycle. Maybe you're at a job that's just boring and you don't want to do it anymore. Maybe you're with someone that isn't the best to you. Maybe they're cheating on you. Whatever it is, the cycle is continuing. Even though you're starting to see things move forward, you're also starting to see that things are trying to pull you back. So you're having a lot of, okay, yeah, things are working out. Oh shit, why is this happening? The cycle, that's why it's happening. For some of the situations that I'm talking about for you collective, the reason why you're staying in the situation is somehow, some way, you've managed to find a compromise to it. You're content with it. You'd rather just be content with the devil you know than get out there and go and find out about something different. So you're just compromising with the situation, is creating setbacks, probably some disagreements and some fighting amongst the situation, because there's a tremendous fear of letting go, refusing, clinging to the situation, and just accepting whatever you got right now for what it is. You're just kind of like, okay, whatever it is, what it is. I've been riding and died, you know, ride or die in the situation out 323 the whole time. Ascended Masters are trying to build that relationship with you, and there we go, because, you know, the whole time I was over here talking about the negative stuff, voice clear. Over here trying to motivate you guys, and that's when my voice starts happening to do its stuff. So anyway, there's a lot of energy over here. You guys, movement is happening, and as I mentioned last night in the reading, it's going to happen whether you want it to or not. At this point, it's all about you. You may have a taste of it and see it, and then immediately lose it because you're falling back into old patterns again. So here's your next cards that are happening. Are going to be reverse Page of Cups and reverse Three of Swords. So a lot of you guys dealing with childhood issues, trauma and stuff like that, you're trying really hard at this time. On top of this whole situation over here, you're trying at this time to heal yourself simultaneously, and that's probably why you're having these big fears happening over here. Old childhood wounds being triggered, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection. So you're just like, okay, here we go with the cycle. I'll just compromise with it because I don't want to lose. 444, the angels are here to help you though. Yes, you've been doing this work and I'm proud of you. This is Rihanna Diamonds. And you guys you are trying your best to shine as bright as you can. And I know some of you guys are just exhausted at this time. That's probably why there is such a okay, it is what it is. I'm just going to stay with what I know type energy happening. The choices are, you're either going to continue to accept the situation, the lies, the deceptiveness of either a person deceiving and lying you, or you lying to yourself in your head just to accept the situation. Trying to see it through rose-colored glasses still when you know it's not a realistic plan. And ultimately, it will end up failing because you're not thinking about anything. You're not thinking about how to get out of the situation. You're just accepting it. That choice is either that, or you may actually start to take charge of your own life, find inspiration some kind of way, and move away from this situation. It seems like it's kind of an all or nothing type deal going on. Like, if you continue to stick with this situation, even though in your mind you could be like, I'm putting up boundaries. Well, being in that situation or being around that person is just triggering you. It's just continuing to trigger you, and that is why you are continuing to cycle. It's kind of like, like alcoholics, when they get out of the program, the last place they need to go is hanging out with the people they used to drink with all the time. Or if those people choose to be around them, then they have to change their behavior. That's where you're at, or should be at right now, because you're trying to release all this childhood trauma, but it's hard to release that when you keep putting yourself back into the situation that is triggering you. Remember, you're trying to make investments. You're trying to move forward. The curse is the way that your mind is working, the conditioning, the repetitive thoughts that keep making you go back to this situation that clearly right here is telling you through decisions, it's pretty much all or nothing. You got to either cut ties and move, build from the bottom up, or keep on dealing with the situation and cycling. If you're tied to the situation, you're going to cycle. That's what these cards are saying right now. Reverse strength, because you're vulnerable. You have a lot of self-doubt. Self-esteem isn't the best right now, and a lack of confidence. You're feeling inadequate. It says being bullied, so that may be that energy I was just talking about. It's either you and you're doing it through your self-doubt. Just so scared. A lot of fear. So much so that it's going to send you into repetition. So the next cards after that, and as you see, the number was 8. That's abundance. 828, abundance, soul ties in you, reflective palindrome energy. That is what is supposed to be happening with the investments, the rewards, the profits, the payouts, manifestation of everything. And it's there. It's been there. If you've been seeing my readings, it's there and it's ready for you guys to open your arms up, step into the next timeline, that's you, and stop it. Get over this and move forward. Speak up for yourself. Be your authentic self. 14 singles down to 5, big changes. Big changes mean you need to let this go. It's got to go. There's no more, oh, maybe I can have it in my life a little bit. Maybe you don't want this then. I'm going to be blunt about it tonight. I may lose some people, but I'm not here to sugarcoat it for you guys. I tell you what the cards tell me to tell you. And right now, some of you guys are just willing to completely throw everything away out of fear. And someone else in a situation, you are giving them your power. That's exactly what you're doing. That's the curse. You're giving away this power, this ego energy that you have right now at this time, which is courage and resilience. You've been through the shit storm. The worst of it is over. You have to move away from that. 1001, reflected palindrome energy. Instant manifestations now. New beginnings now. 1010, the number of completion. But that's a cycle. And that is what this is saying. There is a cycle either happening or dangerously close to happening for the collective if you don't get it together and distance yourself. Find the strength, because right now the strength is not there. The courage is not there for whatever reason. It should be. Especially with that eagle and that hummingbird. Please check the previous reading. I'm not going to go into it, but this strength should be here. Especially since you've been working on yourself with the childhood traumas. But you got to stop putting yourself into situations and decide for yourself that you're not going to keep on putting yourself around people and places or situations that are going to keep on triggering you and making you so vulnerable that you are willing to give up everything that you work so hard for. 1111, instantly manifesting things you don't want. This, instantly manifesting more of this. I know you don't want it. I know you don't want it. I know you want the rebirth. You want the newness, the beauty of life. Surrender to it. It's there. It's waiting for you. But you have to find the courage to get past this fear. Next cards. Yes, heaven is in hiding right here on earth, school. But you have to do the work to make it appear for you. It's not just going to fall into your lap. You can stand over here and you can look at those seeds all you want to. But you have to tend to that garden. You have to give it your time and your attention. It's not just going to grow just because you're thinking about it. You see, he's actually got a tool in his hand, which means he actively had a part in making that happen for himself. This is Novocaine for the Soul by the Eels. So that's you. Pick up a tool and do something. Something to get out of this energy and away from this situation. Now he's like, he just said, life is hard and so am I. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are ascending. 1234. You're getting up there. You're doing the soul retrieval. The inner child healing. All of that. Which, by the way, if no one's told you, I'm proud of you. These cards over here, though, mean that right now, a lot of you guys are not trusting yourselves at all. There's a lot of gossip around you. Maybe at your job or your workplace. Could even be within your relationships, family, whatever. Just had holidays, so 1313, some repeat cycle crap. Maybe some things got brought up around the holiday season that made you have some self-doubt, lack confidence because you were exposed to people. When you weren't around them, you were over here in this energy. 1331 with the Ascendant Masters helping you instantly manifest stuff. You were over here in this energy doing what you needed to do. Then maybe you got around people this holiday season. Triggered that curse, that unhealed version of yourself. Started making you cycle a little bit. Bring out some behaviors, some feelings. Make you feel stagnant. Maybe take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back type energy going on. So now you're put into a position where you're like, either I'm going to just accept it. It is what it is. You know, I've been going through this for so long with these people. I'm tired of fighting. I'm just going to find some type of compromise for this situation so it's over with. Give me Novocaine for the soul. I just need to deal with it. I don't care. I don't care if they're around or not. I just need to be done feeling this way. And instead of using your intuition, which is probably yelling pretty loudly at you at this time to be like, this ain't the move. We got to go. 144, the angels. Me, the cards, for a while. If you're still in the situation out of fear, and you're repeating the cycle, not trusting your intuition, or letting someone manipulate you, or letting your own mind manipulate you, there's some lack of emotional control. So it's like that manipulation could be through emotion. Somebody could be manipulating through emotions at this time. If you're dealing with a narcissist, then there you go. This is Green Day When I Come Around. There you go. If you're dealing with a narcissist, when they come around, this is the whole situation that you were dealing with. And if you are, I'm speaking from experience and looking up all this stuff on narcissists, there's several types of them. If you're an empath, you naturally attract them to you. When they come around, they love to take you out of your high priestess energy. They are drawn to you because guess what? You're the sun. You're that light. They love it. 1555, big changes. They love that about you. So they're drawn to you, that high priestess energy that you're in. And then they drain it out of you. Your intuition, especially, like I said, if you're dealing in a romantic relationship with a narcissist, love bomb breadcrumb city. Look it up. They will love bomb the hell out of you and then breadcrumb you throughout the relationship to keep you there. You guys could be dealing with narcissists, and it's not just romance, it's families as well. Like I said, look into them. There's several different types, and they're all drastically different from each other. But the main factor is that they don't know who the hell they are. They're looking for you to fix them until they realize that, one, you've caught on to them, or they can't manipulate you anymore in that facet, or they just don't need you anymore. You're the battery that they're draining. Don't fall into the cycle of doing that shit with them. Use that sun for yourself. Fly away. You got two different means to do so. Fly away from that situation pronto, so you can come back in a beautiful way. I'm telling you. Find the strength to get away from that, because when they come around, trigger. You will miss out on this because you will allow yourself to trigger and then fall right back into that Three of Swords energy. Right now, you're not in it. You're healing. Or at least you're trying to. But when they come around, guess how you feel? Not even in your high priestess energy when they come around. So use your intuition. It's yelling at you, I'm sure. Probably feel it in your body. Your body is a great indication of your intuition and will give you signs of whether or not you should be in a situation or not. So if you've been in a state of disease or disease because your body is not at ease, you've been feeling aches and pains, you're sick or something, then hey, guess what? Your body's probably trying to tell you that you're going against your intuition at this point in time about this whole situation over here. You're letting it happen. 1818, you're cycling. This is David Bowie, Modern Love. Next card is Queen of Swords. Gossip, malice, lies, more lies, misery, and loss. The cycle. So that's where we're at right now. The curse and the cycle. So I'm going to draw some cards at this time directly from the tarot deck and see where it goes. But that's what I drew before I decided to be like, I need to draw them here. The Eagle card, you're learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. You should be, yes. That's why your intuition is important to follow at this time. You've done what you need to do. The Hummingbird, release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. So once again, release it. You got to. And he's like, I tried 1919, but there's a cycle. You guys are not, you got to try a little bit harder. You're going to get the same thing. That's exactly what the curse is. The same thing. You have to break the pattern. Whether it's something that you learned through your family or through, well, usually, I mean, through your family and your upbringing greatly affects how you handle your relationships as an adult. So no matter how you slice it, you got to deal with that child the angry adolescent and the adult versions of you at some point in time, to get through all of it, to release what you really need to step back into your high priestess energy and get away from that situation and those people that are dead set on pulling you out of it. Now, I don't know if the tarot want to talk now that I'm here with you guys. Might have to move to oracle cards. They're like, we already told you what we wanted them to know with these cards. I was hoping it was going to be some good news, because it is good news in general for you guys. That's a lot of cards. All right, first one. Decision. You gotta make a decision. It's time to face your fears. You're at a crossroads. What are you gonna do? Choice. Decision and choice. Any way you slice it, you gotta make a choice right now. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna cycle? Are you gonna leave and get what you need? Like 6, the Lover's card. Time to make a choice and decision. Do you want to cycle and go back over here to all of this crap over here? Or like the hummingbird, do you want new joy that's on its way? Like Lovers, 2122, instantly manifesting soul tie connections, maybe even twin flame. Love is supposed to be big next year. Major choices. That's okay. Choice on this card. First thing under Lovers. Major choices. Love, soulmates, temptations, commitment, kindred spirits, perfect unions, partnerships, relationships, romance, desire, sexual connections, and shared values. Yes, if you decide that's what you want. If you decide to disconnect away from the situation over here that keeps on triggering you over and over and over and over again, then yeah, this is what you have to look forward to. That is part of the investments that you're going to be making in the future for yourself. Reverse 6 of Cups, letting go of the past, figuring out the future. You're maturing and you're leaving and you're going someplace else. See? I told you, 2224. Connections, angels. The relationships are heavy in this reading. New relationships, heavy in this reading. Whether that be love, which it seems to be, but it means relationships in general. Whatever relationships got you just sitting over here looking at it and not actively doing anything. Whatever relationships have you over here triggered and cycling because they are doing that stuff to you. You're allowing it to happen. This is Bush, the sound of winter, and it is winter time. Maybe the sound you need to be making this winter is bye. For real. Mind strong, body strong. You got to figure this out, man. It's time to let it go. Make your investments. Invest in other people at this time. And you doing so, you may feel like your dreams are being shattered, meaning like your previous dreams, your previous life. Some of you guys may be having nightmares at this time because you're so unhappy. You're devastated in the position that you're in, and you may have some devastation and unhappiness leaving the situation. I mean, even though you know you need to go, you're still going to mourn the situation. And people that you're leaving probably as well. It says you're getting what you thought you wanted, but it's not what you really wanted at all. So, like I said, some type of decision was made previously in your life that you thought was just going to be everything you ever could have hoped for and more. You got into the situation, it was not. And that's where you're at right now, to figure out the decision or the choice to be just content and be like, well, whatever, I made this choice. I'm just going to accept it for whatever it is and just deal with it. Or, no, I don't care if I made this choice or not. This is not healthy for me. It is triggering me. 2444. Angels heavily trying to help you at this time. with your connections with people, meaning they're probably trying to push you at this time to release it. It's cursed. It's dragging you down. It is not helping you. It is silencing you, and it is keeping you from being your authentic self. So that's why you may feel like at this time that your life is falling apart, or that it's shattering, because everything that you thought was this rose-colored dream is now falling apart. You're having to try to figure out if you just want to deal with the situation, the curse that you basically put yourself into, or if you just want to go against probably what not everyone, but what a lot of people probably think you should be doing, and living for them instead of living for yourself. Because right now there is imbalanced energy. A lot of clashing going on, of course, with this situation. There's unhappiness going on, probably fighting. Someone's antagonizing the situation. There's some recklessness. Maybe a bit of impulsiveness. Like he said, hang on to yourself at this time. Like, it's... Then we have reverse Ace of Wands, hesitant, missed opportunities, wasted talent, potential, and infertility. So some of you guys with this shattered dreams thing here, you're like, I gave all this time, I gave all this energy, I gave all these years to this situation, to this person. I missed out on so much opportunity. All my talents and my potential were wasted. All the best years of my life were wasted. And now you feel completely imbalanced right now about life. This is Red Hot Chili Peppers, Breaking the Girl. King of Pentacles, security. So, of course, after having dealt with all of this stuff over here, this person or this situation that you put yourself into of having feeling like you wasted time, missed out on opportunities, got out of balance with yourself and who you wanted to be. Your dreams never fulfilled themselves. You felt cursed throughout this entire time. You wanted the security. And the security is part of the investments that you're supposed to be making once you let go of all of this fearfulness, this preconditioned stuff in your head, or these people that keep triggering you to think this stuff. Remember, Lovers is back there. I don't know if you remember it's there, but the Lovers card is there, as well as security. So that's a secure future with somebody. Not this situation, though. That's cycling security situation over there. And whatever you're in with that energy, that's what you're going to keep on getting. Obviously, you're not happy. So this is where you're going to have to find the maturity within yourself so that you can be successful and better yourself. Discipline and find a way to be able to rely on yourself. Maybe focus on finances a little bit more than people at this time. If you feel like you're trapped in the situation because of money, do that. Work on yourself and work on your finances so you can create a level of security for yourself. It also will help your self-esteem. You're making investments in yourself and in your future and your own security. Final couple of cards. Budgeting, and I was just talking about this. That's the money. Yes, budgeting. Financial stability. Saving for big purchases or retirement. Greed, materialism, or wealth. So don't get caught so much up into that you miss out on being able to have the connections and the love with people, because you have then taken the things and the energy that has triggered your past situations, and you're like, I don't even want to deal with people at all. Screw them. I'm just going to focus on myself, and I'm just going to focus on my money. That's all well and good, but still leave your heart open, leave your walls down so that when someone does come in, because someone will, they will see that you are secure, you are making investments, and you are also good with your money. So that reads as someone that is long-term potential. So the last one is Reverse Magician. Block creativity, not learning from past mistakes, feign expertise, weakness, indecision, and frustration and delays. So, all I can say from seeing that card is this entire reading has just been a continuous back and forth. It's been that way for a while now. Basically, I feel like I've been reading for 2 different collectives at this point. A lot of indecision based on fear. So the message at this time is, yes, the energy is there. The changes are happening. Love is coming. Love is coming. Money is coming. Jobs, movement, all of that. But you have to decide to move and make that happen. If you're just sitting around thinking you're going to wake up one morning and be in your highest timeline just because you think you're going to be, you need to make some movement happen. Find the courage, use your resilience, and be adaptable to the situations that are happening. You got this. Don't let yourself be cursed anymore. The hand isn't there. It's just the print. You're free to open your mouth and express yourself at any point in time that you want to, and you should. You got a lot waiting for you. I love you guys. I hope you got something from this. If you are someone that resonates with this, buckle down, you got it. I'm telling you, don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers out of fear. Believe in yourself. I know you want it. Go after it, please and thank you. Till next time, guys.